Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. And Heath, also, we can watch our stream, how many people are in it, and stay on the share screen tab.
All right.
So you can see the status without ever having to go on the stream.
All right. Let's see if we got the notification. I didn't get the thing yet.
Oh, I should put text up too.
Yeah, I just got it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. And Heath, also, we can watch our stream, how many people are in it, and stay on the share screen.
All right.
Status
Do I have a bad echo? All right.
I wouldn't watch it as of right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch. All right. Should I do music? Chris, can you do music?
Yeah.
Do it by that guy. That guy makes good music.
Is this good, this text?
It's good. Let me try the unsubscriber thing.
Okay, the subscriber thing is already there, you can see. Also, we want audio.
You want audio too, songs?
Stream label. No, we don't want that. Audio output capture. Yeah.
Does something come on?
Huh?
Did it come up yet?
I don't know how to put audio in. I don't know. I don't think we can do the creepy music.
Yeah, is it a moderator? Is Streamlabs a moderator?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Audio input. Oh, here we go. Media source. Alright, Heath, we need to download a song off the internet. Let's download the creepy songs from that one website. We have to. Okay, let's do
Support the stream. HHT says streamlabs.com/CKL1.
Alright, Heath. We have the background music downloaded. And there's nobody here.
Do you have music on?
Setting things up. Where is that? Heath.
Yeah.
Watch. It's about to come on. Aha. Loop. Music is in.
It is. Alright, so making a new account. And then I'm gonna subscribe on that account. What? This one.
down immediately and said bet.
Alright, there we go.
See you down in the comments. See you down in the comments. He says he loves that kind of stuff. He's gonna listen to it all.
Yeah, I just subbed on a burner account. It hasn't come up in the mini feed yet. Alright, I'll start though.
Alright, so start your scary story as soon as Poem hops in.
Chris, mute yourself.
Alright,
man.
here he is. He's in the server. What's up, Poem? What's up, Jakey? We're trying to get like a couple people in the server. We'll start a story for you as you're waiting.
Yeah.
Right, Heath, can you hear yourself on the stream?
No, I turned it off so there's no echo.
Wait,
It's fine.
you can't hear yourself though on the stream.
So I'll just start. It doesn't matter what's happening.
We can't hear you though.
Wait, you can't hear me on... Yeah, I can hear myself on stream.
Okay. Alright.
This Greyhound bus hasn't stopped for 2 days.
He's
So
excited
far.
for this.
Oh god, one second. It's part 1. I need to find it.
Hey, I'm scared. Okay. I'm so glad you're excited. Heath, the scary music's on too.
Yes. I'll do hide and seek.
Scary music's dang loud. Well, I'm so glad you're excited.
Here we go. I'm sorry. Hide and seek. I know you're reading this. You know who
I
you
gotta turn
are.
on this creepy music. 1 second, sorry, no. Alright, I think the scary music's too loud. That's too loud. People, Jakey, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to pause for a second. This is horrible. The scary music is like so loud. The scary music's too loud. It's too loud. Okay, Dark Fog. This track is very ominous and sits well behind a voiceover. Alright, good. I'm so sorry.
Alright, should we start?
The scary music is like so loud.
Should I start?
Second.
It's like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, Dark Fog. This track is very ominous and sits well behind a voiceover. Alright. 3 people watching.
People watching. Should we start?
Boom.
Alright, Chris, let's start.
Alright, 1 second. I'm just gonna get this scary music loaded in. Okay, let's gotta get this wait a minute. 3 people watching. Mysterious suspenseful. Mysterious suspenseful music. Okay. Alright, the music is loaded in and we are ready to start, you guys. I'm so glad.
Alright, Should I start?
All right, you get going. Just tell us if you can't hear Heath well.
Yeah, can you hear me okay right now? Test run right now.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, Chris, mute yourself.
What? Mute yourself?
Here, mute yourself.
Yeah, I muted.
All right. Hide and seek. I know you're reading this. You know who you are. This game has gone on for long enough. It has been almost a year. Please let it end. I'm begging you. I just want my life back. For everyone else, I will start at the beginning. I am sure you have seen those YouTube or Twitch streamers who like to scam scammers by wasting their time, right? I thought it was fun, so I decided I would do the same thing, except without broadcasting it to the world. It was a lot of fun to see how many people I could keep these a-holes tied up on the phone with me instead of trusting my grandma. Then I heard about the dark web and how there are also people on there who like to scam people. I admit, I had never been on the dark web, but I heard the stories of it was the Wild West there. You could buy drugs and have them delivered to your door. Police couldn't track you. You could hire a hitman to kill anybody you want as long as you had bitcoins to pay them. Sadly, I heard nothing. Those anonymous nature of the dark web can be both a blessing or a curse. I logged onto the dark web and was able to find a page advertising hacking services. Not real. It was the Wild West there. You could buy drugs and have them delivered to your door. Police couldn't track you. You could hire a hitman to kill anybody you want as long as you have bitcoins to pay them. Sadly, I heard nothing. Those anonymous nature of the dark web can be both a blessing or a curse. I logged onto the dark web and was able to find a page advertising hacking services. Not real. It was the Wild West there. You could buy guns and have them delivered to your door. Police couldn't track you.
Heath, you're on mute.
Alright, there we go. I started the same way things start off. I act like I'm interested in the service, but I'm not. I string along and eventually try to walk me through over the phone. No matter how easy I make it, I'm just too dumb to figure it out. They eventually get tired of dealing with me and hang up. All I wasted was both of our time. This call was different. About 5 minutes of me playing dumb. They figured it out and they were mad. You think you're funny? What are you talking about? Trying to waste our time? Yeah, the more time I waste, the more people I scam. You mess with the wrong guy. Why do this? Scam people. Does it make you feel good? We aren't scam callers like you normally see from Nigeria or India. Jason, you are on the dark web now. You should have known better to mess with me. How in the world did he know my name was Jason? I told him my name was David. I better get off here now. You people are scammers. Get a real job and stop trying to scam people. I ended the call. Less than a minute later, my phone rang from my old number. I answered it. I knew who it was. Hello? Jason, we don't like people who hang up on us. Listen, I'm echoing bad.
Heath, sorry to interrupt again. Heath, you know what
Listen,
you should do?
I clearly messed with the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to annoy scammers who scam innocent people. That's all. This is just a big misunderstanding. Let us go our separate ways. I'm sorry. This is not gonna work, Jason.
Heath, I'm sorry to interrupt. Heath, I'm so sorry. You gotta turn off the talking in the background. Turn off the stream in the background.
I don't have the stream on in the background.
Alright. Oh, you have the phone off?
Yeah, it's echoing.
Alright, turn it off and I can hear like echoing.
Yeah, no, nothing's on.
Alright, keep going. Sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
Is it good now? There we go. I ended the call. Less than a minute later, my phone rang, but from my own number. I knew I shouldn't have answered it, but I did. Hello. Jason, we don't like people weighing up on us. Listen, I clearly messed up with the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm trying to annoy scammers who scam innocent people. That's all. It's just a big misunderstanding. Let us go our separate ways. I am so sorry. Is it good now? There we go. I ended the call. Less than a minute later, my phone rang, but from my own number. I knew I shouldn't have answered it, but I did. Hello. Jason, we don't let people weighing up on us. Listen, I clearly messed up with the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm trying to avoid scammers who scam innocent people. That's all. It's just a big misunderstanding. Let us go our separate ways. I am so sorry.
Heath, there's something really wrong. Heath, there's something really wrong.
What's wrong?
I can in the background. I can't hear you. All right, you talk, and then everything ends, and then all I can hear is like what you said earlier. Wait, are you sure you don't have the stream on the background?
No.
On your computer?
Is it just because? Are they hearing what? People watching.
Keith, there's something really wrong.
Yeah, someone said I hear an echo.
Keith, there's something really wrong.
I want to hear the echo.
Alright, so I should should I mute me? Mute me, alright?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. You don't have me muted. You don't have me muted.
I mute you.
Just click on my and press mute.
Me. Wait, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Alright, how do I mute you though?
Alright, I'm gonna mute you too.
How do I mute you?
I muted myself.
Okay.
Alright.
Back to normal?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the problem. You don't have me muted. You don't have me muted.
Alright. Is there an echo? Anybody hear an echo? Let me know. I'll stop if you guys hear an echo. No, I'm not going to play a game. You don't seem to understand. I don't have a choice no matter what. What happens when you catch me? Then we'll have to hide and you try to find us. What? I don't want to play. Bad things are going to happen to you, they say. You have 12 hours to hide. Good luck. They hung up. They were just trying to mess with me, I thought. I clicked on the Facebook app. My phone and messages popped up saying, no account found. I tried my Twitter and Gmail account, and everything was gone. Somehow they deleted my entire online presence while they were on the phone with me. I knew I should have never gone on the dark web. I should have believed all the rumors. Maybe this person is serious and they want to play hide and seek. At the worst, I thought they should go find a different place to sleep and be back in a few days. This will pass over. I grabbed my backpack and threw on a pair of clothes. To the last 3 days, a pillow and a toothbrush should be enough, I thought. I called out of work. I told them I had a family emergency and would be gone for a few days. I wasn't sure what I was going to do yet, but a full tank of gas was a start. I slid my card into the gas pump and came up back denied. That's weird. I just gotten paid 2 days before. I had plenty of money on me. And I pulled out the credit card again. It was also denied. I went into the bank to get the problem sorted out. I told the teller my card was declined, but I had all the money in the account earlier. She took all my details and looked at the account, but the system showed that there was nothing under my name. I told her that was impossible. I showed her I have a debit card with my name on it. She called the manager over in the card and took the card away and told me that I'd be charged with a fraud for having a fake debit card. I tried to explain, but they were certain that I had a fake account. Even if I had an account under the past, their system would be able to find it under my social. I left dumbfounded. My card had worked a day before. I turned 18 5 years ago. There's no way even hackers can delete that so fast. If it is even possible at all. I had been less than an hour. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. Are there any complaints? Everything okay? Okay, no problems. I sat on the hood of my car and called the credit card companies, but they had no records of me on file. The one positive thing about this is the whole entire experience is that they wiped off a few grand off my credit card debt. So I guess thank you for that much. I went back to the car I went back to the car and the reality of the situation came crashing down on me. They knew who I was, where I lived. They knew I had no way to access money. I sat down in the car thinking the options of what to do next. I saw an envelope with the passenger seat opened, and it contained $100 cash, five $20 bills, and a note. Time is ticking. You have $100 and 11 hours left. You better go hide because soon I will start to seek. They found me already? How are they already in my town and knew where I was and what type of car I drove? What am I going to do now? They're already watching me and what kind of car I drive. I'm not even going to be able to use this car. After some thinking, I drove to a bus stop and stopped and got a ticket. The bus was heading north. I would make it 6 stops between there and Chicago. I can get off the, I can get off, I can get out of town and decide where I should go, where to get off later. They can't know where I am because they can't know where I'm going to be if I don't know I'll be. The ticket was $50, so that only leaves me with $50. I decided I would just go to the deal. I would just be a deal and go with it later. The bus ride itself was a nightmare on its town, but that was a story for another time. I got on the bus, finally decided I was enough to go to Indianapolis. I left warm Atlanta for Indiana with nothing but a few changes in my clothes in my backpack. Could life be much worse? I guess my need to McDonald's closed at the bus stop with what little money I had left. There wasn't enough money to spare for a motel, no matter what. No matter how shady it was, I needed to save every penny I had right now. I slept outside and froze my butt off. I didn't know a soul was out there. I just decided it would be the best if I kept a low profile and tried to stay out of sight. I didn't know any sort of electronics for them. They track me. I don't know my credit card to trace. They shouldn't have any idea where I got off the bus. It could be anywhere between Atlanta, Chicago, and Indianapolis if they had seen I got off the bus. That night, I found a Starbucks and decided to grab myself a coffee. I put in my order and went back to the restroom to clean myself up a little bit. I got back. They were just calling my name when my drink grabbed. I grabbed my coffee. The employee said someone had given them a note and to give me with my coffee. My heart sank and I sat down and opened the envelope. They found they had found me in less than 24 hours after I traveled over 500 miles away without telling a soul. Inside was another $100 in a note. Not a bad start. Most aren't smart enough to ditch their car in town so fast. You have $100 in the next 24 hours to find a new hiding spot. Try a little harder next time. I like a challenge. All right, any issues? Any issues? All right, keep going. Before he tried again, he asked if I might be having some mental problems or off my medicine because it sounded like I might be having an episode. I'm pretty sure he wanted to take me to the hospital or have a psychiatric hold. When he did run my ID again, I quietly slipped out the door and escaped. I knew that what they had done, I no longer exist, at least in the eyes of the law and the public. My identity was deleted. My bank accounts were entirely gone. My credit cards were gone. My social media was gone. Almost everything I proved who I was gone. Outside of those who called me, I don't exist. And if I don't exist, they could kill me with ease. I walked to his truck stop near the interstate and was able to hitch a ride to Chicago for $20. A random trucker seemed a lot safer than a Greyhound bus full of drug addicts and creeps. I got taken to this bus, at least 2 hours of sleep in a warm cab. In Chicago, I bought a burner phone and decided to call home. I was prepaid, cheap, and new. The only number I knew was my mom's, so I had to call her. I called her and she was worried and asked where I was. I told her Chicago. She started to explain that what led me there. but the call dropped. I looked at my phone and it said no service. A few moments later, I got the message. You can use a phone. You can't ask for help. The rules are simple. You hide, we see. I threw the phone against the wall and shattered into pieces. The phone, it was a brand new phone. Nobody could have been able to hack it, or nobody could, nobody I know could hack it so fast. I'm alone. Nobody can help me. I don't know what to do anymore. The only option I had was to play their stupid game. Since January 16, my life has constantly been moving town to town, sleeping in homeless shelters or park benches every night. I go to sleep wondering if it'll wake me up in the next night. If I'll wake up the next night. To my head, to me, I hide again. Every day I worry about a random person will hand me an envelope. I know some of you guys must be asking yourself why I even play the game. Why don't I just stop running? They are playing with me. They would not actually hurt me. Alright. Should we stop there for now, Chris? Oh, should we stop? Why don't I? Bad echo. Alright, I'm gonna stop real quick. Keep you occupied in chat. Paul Murray, sorry about the echo. I know it's annoying. Very annoying. If you're in the chat, comment below. 4 people in here. Three people in here. Alright, Paul, keep going for you. I've tried that before in Colorado. I was tired, cold, and wet. When they found me, I decided it was enough. They left me the note, mocking my attempts to run away and give me another $50. I said, screw it. Let them kill me.
Hey guys, while you're waiting, we'd actually like to do a shout out list. We'd actually like to do a shout out list of some of the people on our channel. We're sorry for the delay. The people we know are Paul Murray. Hey guys, while you're waiting, we'd actually like to do a sorry about that, guys. We have Paul Murray, Jakey. We also have Onyx Gaming, Daniel Rice, Little Leader Little Leander X, Little Leander X, and those are the people we'd like to shout out for today. What are you doing?
Cause just go for a second. I'm kind of busy right now. A second. I'll be back in a second.
Everybody's gone. Everybody left. So you guys, we really truly apologize for the delay. We're actually going to be reading another scary story. Sadly, Heat's story just ended, but I hope you guys will love the story coming up here. So guys, we are going to wait a couple seconds and we are going to start the stream. All right. So guys, it seems like you guys, maybe if you guys like FNAF, who here likes FNAF, you guys? Who here likes FNAF? Five Nights at Freddy's. Who likes Five Nights at Freddy's in this stream, guys? let us know. Whoever likes Five Nights at Freddy's in the stream, let us know. Whoever likes Five Nights at Freddy's, So guys, it seems like Paul Murray likes Five Nights at Freddy's. So we are going to get started.
Chris, I'm back. What is it? You can start a story. We're gonna keep them on a cliffhanger for now. Story didn't end. Story did not end. But
alright, if you guys didn't know, Heat's story was about a man who visited the dark web and he is being followed by hackers. This will continue after my story.
Oh, sorry.
Likes Five Nights at Freddy's. So we are going to get started. Yeah.
All right, Chris. Try to find a story. You don't want to keep on the cliffhanger.
All right. So we are going to start our Five Nights at Freddy's like story. So it says, I took a well-paying job as a night guard. I received a strange set of rules. Okay. I have been looking for a job for a while. I got laid off the previous week and was desperate for anything with decent pay and night hours. I pretty much lived like a vampire because of my previous job as a night guard for a museum, and I had no intention to change my sleep schedule. I had looked up night guard position available on Google and was browsing through the results when one caught my eye. I clicked the link and it told me to a plain website. It read, night guard needed for 4-story vacation home. No experience needed. I looked at the pay and immediately picked up my phone and dialed the number on the screen. As my phone rang, I glanced at the screen to make sure I hadn't misread it. $40 an hour for a 10-hour shift. I quickly ran some numbers through my head. $400 a day. That was over twice the pay for my previous job. A voice jerked over me out of my fan. Alright, somebody misspelled a word on here, but I'm pretty sure it says fantasies of what I was going to do with my newfound riches. Hello, the voice said anxiously. Hi, I replied. I'm calling about the job opportunity. Is it still available? It was silent for a moment. Then the voice said back, yes, if you are interested, come to the address on our website on Monday at 7 p.m. for your first shift. Then whoever was on the other end hung up. After the call, I sat back and started to think about the job more rationally. Every aspect of this screamed danger, high pay, no experience needed, no interview, all red flags. But if it were real, the payoff would be huge, and I would finally get my big break in life. After a short mental debate, I convinced myself that there was no harm in giving it a chance. I was so wrong. The mansion was located about 9 miles from the house and 3 miles from civilization. It was located in the middle of an acre of a dark forest. I got in my car around 6:45 and was at the house 15 minutes later. The sun was already sinking below the trees when I arrived, even though it was already mid-spring. There was one car out in front, and a blue pickup truck with faded paint. The mansion itself was fairly big. It looked like it was old, but kept very good condition. I started toward the house, but was interrupted by a young lady getting out of the car. Hello, she said. I'm Sarah, the day guard. I turned to her face and said, Hi, I'm Jake. I'm here to apply for the night guard position. I know. I was asked to stay up late to show you the basics. Thanks. There's a flashlight on the counter, snacks in the fridge, and a .357 Magnum behind the TV. Wi-Fi password is 12345. Do your rounds every half hour and follow the rules. What rules? She bent down and removed her backpack, and after a few seconds she pulled out a piece of paper and handed it to me. Read it, she said, and I scanned it over. This is what it said. Rule 1. The scented candles in the 4th floor bathroom are to be kept lit at all times. If they go point, you should go attempt and to escape properly. Man, there's a lot of typos on here. If they go out, you should try to escape the mansion properly. Alright. Take Jericho or we'll die. Alright, Rule 2. The front door will open at 8:32 p.m. Do not shut it. It will close at 10:14 p.m. In the time it is open, the house will get cold. Colder than you could imagine. We have provided a small space heater and several blankets in the first floor sitting room. Don't bother doing your rounds during this time. Rule 3. You may hear a group of people talking on the 2nd floor balcony. Do not attempt to investigate. Instead, check that the candles are still lit. If they are lit, go to the basement and hide in the left closet until the talking stops. If the candles are not lit, hide in the right closet until your shift is over. If you see the man, hide. Rule 4. The owners will enter the house at some point during the night. They are not the owners. They will complain of the smell of the smell of the candles. Then you must take a cross mounted above the fireplace, knock them with it until their faces bleed and are cracked open. Shoot them. It's easier, less risk of dying. Rule 5. The rules may change at any time during the night. Memorize them. Memorize them. Memorize them. Memorize them. Memorize them. Memorize them. Rule 6. There is a small cat named Jericho. She will come to you if you open a can of Purina cat food found in the kitchen. She's very sensitive to any disruptions. Carry her around when you make your rounds of the house. If she looks disturbed, immediately return to the first floor sitting room until your next round. Give her the food or she won't come back. Then you are definitely dead. Rule 7. Do not enter the third floor. Rule 8. Never walk up to the front steps. Go through the back door. If you accidentally walk up the front steps, don't turn around. Just keep walking very slowly and hope the man with the long hands will lose interest in you. Rule 9. Do not attempt to leave the property until your shift is over, unless Rule 1 is broken. Remember, these rules are important. Memorize them. Memorize them. Memorize them. If any of these rules are broken, the redacted family is not responsible for your health and safety. When the day guard comes to relieve you of your position, check to see if their pupils are solid black. If they are, they have been taken. If this happens, then bring the key home with you. I looked up from the paper and said, "This is a joke." I stopped. She's gone. Disappeared. No truck, no Sarah. I tried to think up a reasonable explanation, but there was none. Trucks and people just don't disappear. There were no tire marks, no sound of the engine starting, nothing. Holy shit. Where did she go? Why did I take this job? All the questions I asked myself at the moment. I started to calm down. There was one explanation. This was all a prank. She and her friends probably were having a good laugh at me standing here with a stupid expression on my face. I don't know where the truck went, but there was definitely a logical explanation for this. I just didn't know what it was. I turned around back to the rules someone had scrawled notes for me. The notes are bold and italic. I snorted. Not the owners. Who the heck would try to break into a house and then say they were the owners? And why would I have to club them over the head with a cross? I almost just dropped the paper to the ground, but something stopped me. I don't know what it was, but it saved my life. Instead, it folded in half and stuck it in my back pocket. As I walked toward the house, I looked at my watch. 7:12 p.m. I was becoming optimistic about this job by the second. A gun, snacks, free Wi-Fi. I really found my dream job, except for the rules. Really had found my dream job, I thought to myself. Except for the rules. Yeah, except for the rules. I looked at the stairs. They were ridiculously long. I counted about 100 steps. I glanced at the rules. 8, never walk up the front steps. That was fine with me. Just gives me an excuse to not walk up Mount Everest version 2. Now with conventionally located steps. But how would I get in? I looked at the paper again. It said to go through the back door. Wow, so I had to crawl up all these vines to the third window floor. But then I looked back up. Number 8, never walk up the front steps. Go through the back door. Why did the paper say one thing earlier with a different thing now? Why did it say to go through the front steps? I then turned around. I walked up the front steps. I worked up the first couple of stairs anxiously, but when nothing happened, I relaxed and decided to head over the rules thoroughly while I was walking. They're good for a laugh, I guess, I thought dryly. When I reached rule number 4, I became aware that something was watching me. First, I thought it was a bird, or maybe a bat, but when I reached rule 8 and saw the words, "I hope it will lose interest in you," written in a messy hand, I almost turned around. For the first time that night, I had a thought. What if this is real? What if I just sign myself up for a night in hell? Shit, I murmured. So I continued my walk up the stairs, going very slowly as I bore my malevolent entity that's currently behind me. When the front door was slowly pushed open, I checked my watch, 7:19. I looked up once again at the rules. They very clearly said the door would open at 8:32. Did the rules change? My confusion evaporated when a small cat emerged from the barely open door. Her large blue eyes gleamed intelligently. She bounded down the stairs to me and sat on the step above me. You must be Jericho, I stammered hesitantly. Then I remembered something. Animals were supposed to be the direct paranormal. Jericho didn't seem disturbed or frightened at all, just curious. I sighed in relief, then went to take a step. Just before my foot touched the next step, Jericho let off a soft hiss, barely audible over the roar of a car pulling into the gravel driveway. Luckily, I had pulled my foot back into the step before it actually touched the next one. So, I was in the clear for now. The car parked and then the driver stepped out. He was a middle-aged man, somewhere between 30 and 35. I'm here about the job. Sorry guys for the delay. Sorry guys for the delay. Alright, so the middle-aged man was there for the job. Just go home. Get out of here. I said shakily. With those words, he quickly got to his feet and was out in a record time, tires skittering in the gravel as he rocketed down the driveway and out. It's like now I was alone, excluding Jericho. Suddenly I heard something that sounded like a deep sigh, which left me in fear. I stood there for what felt like hours when Jericho turned around and started to walk inside. With a small flick of her tail, she invited me to follow. I sprinted up the steps and through the door, slamming it shut and locking the deadbolt. I sighed in relief. I was in the house. So that's where I am currently, sitting in the kitchen, typing this up on my phone. I skipped the first couple rounds to type this, and have been steadily working my way through the house supply of Pepsi. Jericho disappeared as soon as she walked in the house, and I haven't seen her since. The time is 8:12. I will provide updates whenever I get the chance. So guys, I am very, very happy that you guys enjoyed this story.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
There's 0 people in.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
Yep.
Alright. There's 2 people watching.
There's 0 people watching.
Very, very happy. No, 0. Alright. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you all for watching.